March 1st, 1942, 0100 hours, Sunda Strait. USS Houston and HMAS Perth sailed toward what they think is escape route, heading for Ceylon, safety, survival. Instead, sail straight into Japanese invasion fleet. 56 transport ships, anchored in Bantam Bay, offloading troops for Java invasion, protected by 4 heavy cruisers, multiple destroyers. Houston and Perth expecting empty strait, find invasion in progress, hundreds of ships, thousands of troops, massive operation, and 2 Allied cruisers sailing right through middle of it. Worst possible timing, worst possible location, but no choice now. Already committed, already spotted, already under fire. Must fight their way through or die trying. Most likely die trying, because fighting through 56 transports while being attacked by 4 cruisers is suicide. Everyone knows this. They fight anyway, for 3 hours, until both ships sink, until 600 Americans dead, until Houston becomes legend. This is her last stand, not against one enemy, against entire invasion fleet, while fighting 3 cruisers simultaneously, alone, outnumbered, doomed, fighting anyway. This is story of USS Houston's final battle, not why she fought, but what she fought. 3 Japanese heavy cruisers, 56 transport ships, destroyers, patrol boats, entire invasion force, all at once, all trying to kill her, and how fighting all of them simultaneously changed everything. This is Pacific hell. This is impossible odds. This is Houston's last stand. Background matters. Houston has been fighting since December 7, Pearl Harbor Day. She wasn't at Pearl, was in the Philippines, lucky, for 5 minutes, then becomes flagship of Asiatic Fleet, unlucky, because Asiatic Fleet is sacrificial force, delaying action, can't win, can't survive, just delay Japanese as long as possible, buy time for reinforcements, reinforcements that never come. Houston knows this, whole fleet knows, fight anyway, because orders, because duty, because no alternative. Withdraw south from the Philippines, to Java, to the Dutch East Indies, fighting all the way, taking damage, taking casualties, but surviving, until now, until Sunda Strait, until invasion fleet, until no more luck.
February 27, Battle of Java Sea. ABDA fleet tries stopping Japanese invasion, fails. 2 Dutch cruisers sunk, 3 damaged, including Houston. Turret 3 destroyed, 60 men killed. Houston down to 6 guns instead of 9, damaged but functional. Orders come, withdraw through Sunda Strait, make for Ceylon, escape while possible. Houston and Perth depart together, 2 damaged cruisers, hoping to slip through at night, hoping Japanese haven't blocked Strait. Hope is wrong. Japanese are landing troops right now in Sunda Strait, exactly where Houston is heading. Collision is inevitable, just don't know it yet. March 1st, 0100, Houston and Perth enter Sunda Strait. Dark night, no moon, navigation by dead reckoning, expecting clear passage. Instead, lookouts spot ships, many ships, hundreds maybe, anchored. Perth's captain thinks friendly fleet, checks again, sees landing craft, sees troops, realizes truth, Japanese invasion in progress, right here, right now. 20 minutes earlier and they'd have avoided this. 20 minutes, that's the margin between escape and death. Don't have 20 minutes, have 0 minutes. Japanese spot them, searchlights activate, illuminate Allied cruisers. Ships everywhere start firing. No choice now. Fight. Run won't work. Surrounded by transports. Japanese cruisers closing from outside, trapped, completely trapped, must fight through or die. Those are options. Perth opens fire first, shooting at transports, cause maximum damage before dying. Houston follows, firing at everything, 6 guns, everything Houston has left after Java Sea, firing continuously, hitting transports, sinking them, destroying landing craft, killing troops in water. This is chaos, complete chaos. Japanese weren't expecting this, weren't prepared for Allied ships in middle of invasion, weren't ready, but react quickly. Cruisers move in, Mogami, Mikuma, Suzuya, Kumano, all heavy cruisers, 8-inch guns, superior numbers, superior position, surround Perth and Houston, begin methodical destruction. Japanese advantage is overwhelming, 4 cruisers versus 2. Both Allied ships damaged, both low on ammunition, both trapped. Outcome inevitable. Question is how long? How long can Houston survive? How much damage can she inflict? How many Japanese she can kill before dying? That's all that matters now. Survival impossible. Damage is only goal.
0200 hours. 1 hour into battle. Perth already hit multiple times. Torpedoes striking her. Can't maneuver in confined waters. Surrounded by transports. Cruisers firing from outside. Perth is doomed, everyone knows. She fights 30 more minutes, then capsizes, sinks. 0230. 681 men lost. Houston alone now, completely alone. 4 Japanese cruisers, 56 transports, destroyers, all targeting Houston. 1 ship against everyone. Surrounded, no escape, no help, no hope. Fights anyway. Houston's situation is impossible, literally impossible. Caught in Bantam Bay, surrounded by anchored transports on all sides. Japanese cruisers outside the transports, firing over them, hitting Houston. Houston trying to maneuver through transports, trying to reach open water. Can't. Too many ships, channels too narrow. Can't navigate through. Can't run. Can't hide. Can only fight. So fight. All guns, everything remaining. 6 8-inch guns firing continuously, beyond designed rate, beyond safe limits. Crews don't care. Gonna die anyway. Might as well die firing. Might as well take Japanese with them. Japanese cruisers close in. Mogami from north, Mikuma from south, Suzuya from east, Kumano from west. All directions. Houston surrounded. Classic naval tactics. Overwhelming force. Multiple firing angles. Target can't defend all directions. Must choose. Defend one side. Take hits from others. Or spread defensive fire. Defend nothing effectively. Houston chooses option 3. Attack. Ignore defense. Just attack. Fire at cruisers. Fire at transports. Fire at everything. Maximum offense. 0 defense. Desperate tactic. Only tactic. When you're dying anyway, don't defend. Attack until you can't. That's Houston's choice. That's Captain Rook's decision. Maximum aggression. Maximum damage. Until the end.
0300. Confusion everywhere. Not just Houston's confusion, Japanese confusion. Friendly fire problem. Japanese ships on all sides, firing at Houston in center. Some shells miss, hit friendly ships instead. Mogami fires at Houston. Shell misses, hits transport. Transport explodes, sinks.
Japanese kill Japanese. Happens multiple times. Multiple transports sunk by friendly fire. Multiple Japanese ships damaged by their own shells, their own torpedoes. Chaos works both ways. Houston causing chaos by being there, by forcing Japanese to fire into their own fleet. Tactical advantage? Maybe. Strategic advantage? Definitely. More transports sunk means fewer troops landing. Fewer troops means weaker invasion. Even if Houston sinks, she's accomplishing mission, disrupting invasion, delaying schedule, killing troops, sinking ships, all while dying. Perfect last stand, maximum effect, maximum disruption, maximum cost to enemy. But cost to Houston is catastrophic. Shells hitting continuously, 8-inch shells from cruisers, destroyer guns, even machine guns from transports. Everything shooting at Houston. Can't avoid everything. Can't dodge in confined space. Takes hit after hit after hit. Forward superstructure destroyed. Bridge damaged. Fire control offline. Captain Rooks killed. 0230, shell fragment, dead instantly. Executive Officer Commander David Roberts takes command. Continues fight. Same orders. Keep firing, keep attacking, keep killing Japanese until Houston sinks, until crew can't fight, until ammunition gone. Those are conditions for stopping. Only conditions. Roberts maintains them. Crew obeys. Firing continues. 0330, 2.5 hours. Houston still fighting. Incredible, impossible, but real. Taking massive damage, still afloat, still shooting, still maneuvering. Barely. Engines damaged, steering damaged, most systems damaged, but functioning. Minimally. Enough to fight, enough to kill. That's all that matters. Crew knows they're dead, knows ship is sinking. Doesn't change behavior, doesn't reduce effort, increases effort. Fight harder because dying, fight more desperately because hopeless. Human psychology. When death is certain, some give up, others fight harder. Houston's crew fights harder, much harder, beyond rational, beyond reasonable, beyond anything training prepared them for. Just fight. Fight because that's what they do. Fight because they're Americans. Fight because Houston doesn't surrender. Ever.
Ammunition running critically low. Started battle with limited supply. Fired continuously for 3 hours. Down to final shells. Engineering reports to bridge. Maybe 30 rounds remaining total. All turrets combined. 30 shells against 4 cruisers and 50 transports. Math doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Fire them anyway. Fire until 0. Fire until guns empty. Then what? Then nothing. Then Houston dies. But not yet. Still have 30 shells. Still have time. Still have purpose. Use them well. Make them count. Every shell must hit. Must kill, must matter. Gunners understand. Fire carefully. Pick targets. Transports mostly. Bigger targets. Easier hits. Guaranteed damage. Better than shooting at cruisers. Better than missing. Fire all 30 shells into transports. Sink as many as possible. Leave Japanese with logistics nightmare. Leave invasion disrupted. Leave mark. Houston's mark. Final mark. 0400. Final shells fired. Ammunition exhausted. Guns silent. First time in 3 hours. Crew doesn't know what to do. Been firing continuously. Now nothing. Just waiting. Waiting for the Japanese to finish them. Doesn't take long. Japanese cruisers close. Point-blank range. Fire continuously. Houston can't return fire, can't defend, can't do anything, just take hits and sink. Roberts orders abandon ship, too late for many. Ship listing 40 degrees, going fast. Men jump into burning oil, into wreckage, into darkness. Some survive, most don't. Houston rolls over, capsizes, sinks. 0445, 3 hours 45 minutes after battle started. Houston is gone.
Final count takes days to determine. Houston crew, 1,068 men. Killed in action, 368. Drowned going down, 319. Total dead, 687. Survivors captured, 381. Survivors who reach shore, 291. Some captured immediately. Some escape initially, caught later. All become POWs eventually. Spend 3 years in Japanese camps. 79 die in captivity. Final survivors, 212 out of 1,068. 20% survival rate, 80% casualties. Worst loss ratio in Pacific Cruiser Force. Houston paid everything. But what did Houston accomplish? Tactical assessment, sunk 3 Japanese transports herself, caused friendly fire sinking of 4 more transports, 7 total, plus damaged multiple others, killed estimated 400 troops, delayed invasion by 6 hours, forced Japanese to reorganize, forced them to be cautious, created impression of larger Allied force. Japanese thought 2 cruisers were advance force, thought more ships coming, allocated resources to defense, wasted time, wasted effort. Strategic impact, minimal in isolation, but combined with other delaying actions, significant. Every delay adds up. Every hour bought is hour Australia uses to prepare. Houston bought 6 hours. Cheap? Cost 600 American lives. Expensive? Delayed invasion that threatened entire theater. Value is subjective. Depends on perspective. Strategically valuable. Personally unbearable. Japanese assessment tells different story. Admiral Tagaki files report. Battle of Sunda Strait. Notes Allied cruisers appeared in the middle of invasion fleet, caused massive confusion, forced defensive response, resulted in friendly fire casualties, multiple transports sunk by Japanese guns, embarrassing, unacceptable, but acknowledged. Tagaki praises Houston's fighting spirit, calls the crew brave, calls them determined, calls them foolish, fighting impossible odds, accomplishing nothing strategic, dying for minimal gain. Tagaki respects courage, questions judgment. Classic Japanese perspective. Honor in fighting, futility in hopeless battle. Both true simultaneously. Houston was brave. Houston was doomed. Both facts. Both matter. Survivors face 3 years captivity. Burma Railway. Mining operations. Labor camps. 79 die. From disease. From malnutrition. From abuse. From execution. War crimes. Japanese guards sometimes mention Houston. Your ship fought well. You were brave men. Sometimes said with respect. Sometimes with mockery. Depends on guard. Depends on day. But recognition is universal. Guards know Houston. Know the battle. Know the story. Houston becomes legend in Japanese Navy. Ship that wouldn't quit. Crew that fought everyone. Americans who refused surrender. Legend spreads, becomes example, becomes warning. Never underestimate Americans. Never assume they'll surrender. Never think they'll quit. Houston proved this, at cost. at terrible cost, but proved it. Post-war analysis examines Houston's final battle. Military historians debate tactical decisions. Should Houston have surrendered earlier, saved crew, avoided deaths? Maybe, but also maybe not. Surrendering means not sinking transports, means not disrupting invasion, means not delaying Japanese. Strategic value requires fighting to death, requires maximum effort, requires sacrifice. Houston provided all three: fought to death, maximum effort, ultimate sacrifice. Was it worth it? Ask 212 survivors. Ask 79 dead POWs. Ask 687 killed in battle. Ask all who paid price. They'll say mission required fighting. Fighting required dying. Dying accomplished mission. Therefore worth it. Strategically, militarily, professionally, worth it. Personally, unbearable. Family destroyed. Futures ended. Lives lost. Personally unbearable. Both true. Both real. Both Houston's legacy. Japanese Navy studies Houston's battle, uses it in training. Example of impossible situation fought well. Example of numerical superiority not guaranteeing quick victory. Example of determined enemy causing disproportionate damage. Houston was one cruiser against 4 cruisers, against 56 transports, against an invasion fleet. Should have died in 30 minutes. Fought for 3 hours, 45 minutes. Sank 7 ships. Killed 400 troops. Delayed invasion 6 hours. Impossible to achieve. Houston achieved it. How? Determination, training, courage, desperation. All factors, all contributed. Can't be taught, can't be replicated. Can only be observed, can only be studied, can only be respected. Japanese Navy respects Houston, studies Houston, learns from Houston. Ironic, enemy learns from Houston more than Americans. Americans remember Houston as loss, tragic loss. Japanese remember Houston as lesson, valuable lesson. Both right. Perspective changes meaning, doesn't change facts.
USS Houston receives Presidential Unit citation. Second ship in history to receive it. Citation notes extraordinary heroism. Notes fighting overwhelming odds. Notes disrupting Japanese invasion. Notes sacrifice of crew. Doesn't mention fighting 3 cruisers simultaneously. Doesn't mention sailing into invasion fleet accidentally. Doesn't mention 687 dead. Doesn't mention those details. Focuses on accomplishment, on heroism, on result. That's how military citations work. Focus on positive, on achievement, on glory. Ignore cost, ignore suffering, ignore death. Houston's citation does this. Honors ship, honors crew, ignores bodies, ignores casualties, ignores pain. Standard practice. Doesn't make it right, just makes it standard. Survivors form Houston Association, meet annually, toast fallen comrades, remember battle, remember ship, remember friends who died. Attendance declines over years, age, death, natural attrition. Eventually only handful remain, then several, then few, then one. Final survivor drinks final toast to those who fought, to those who died, to Houston, to everyone. Last survivor gone now, all dead. Houston's crew extinct, but story remains, battle remains, sacrifice remains. Houston fought 3 Japanese cruisers and invasion fleet, simultaneously, alone, for nearly 4 hours, against impossible odds, sank 7 enemy ships, delayed invasion, died fighting. That's Houston's story. That's Pacific hell. That's the price of war.
This matters because Houston proves something important. Proves numerical superiority doesn't guarantee quick victory. Proves determined enemy causes casualties regardless. Proves Americans fight beyond reason, beyond logic, beyond hope. Houston was doomed from start. Everyone knew. Fought anyway. For 3 hours, 45 minutes. Against everyone. Killing, damaging, disrupting. Until ammunition gone. Until ship sinking. Until no choice. Then died. That's lesson. That's what Houston teaches. Not how to win against superior force. How to fight against superior force. How to cause maximum damage while losing, how to die expensively, make enemy pay, make enemy bleed, make enemy remember. Houston did all 3. Japanese paid with 7 ships. Japanese bled 400 troops. Japanese remember Houston 80 years later. Mission accomplished. At price, terrible price, 687 American lives. Price, but mission accomplished. That's Houston. That's sacrifice. That's Pacific hell. Final thought. Houston wasn't trying to be heroic, was trying to escape. Stumbled into invasion fleet accidentally. Had to fight because trapped. Fought well because trained well. Fought long because determined. Died because outnumbered. Nothing heroic about dying. Nothing glorious about last stand. Just mathematics. Just tactics. Just Americans doing job under impossible conditions. That's all. That's enough. More than enough. Houston fought 3 cruisers and invasion fleet simultaneously, alone, nearly 4 hours, sank 7 ships, delayed invasion, cost Japan time and blood, cost America ship and crew. Both real costs, both matter, both remembered. Houston remembered, always remembered, fighting 3 cruisers and 56 transports, alone, against everyone. Pacific hell. That's Houston's legacy. That's her story, never forgotten.